Hey, what's up you guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Mezco Toys, the Amazing Spider-Man. Wow, I can't believe this figure's already out. I got him recently when he came into stock on BBTS, but this is my first ever Mezco review. I've had Mezcos for a long time. I love the company. This is one of my favorite action figure companies. Just never reviewed, a figure on the channel. And when I saw this guy come up, I just had to get him, and I was just like, you know what? I gotta take a look at him on a video as well. So yeah, here he is, the Deluxe Edition Spider-Man. As you can see, here's the packaging. It is quite small for a Mezco box. They usually come in these, bigger, more simplistic boxes. But this one's cool. You got some classic art of Spider-Man. Some classic comic book art on the, is the background. Get the spider signal on the side, 1/12 Collective. And it's the same on the back. On the top, you get the Amazing Spider-Man, In the bottom, you get some nice artwork of Spider-Man, and then this barcode. But that's really it, so let's get to it and crack him open. Okay, right out of the box, I'm like so overwhelmed. The figure comes in 3 different trays. You have the figure here with some accessories on this tray. You get the hands on this one and some web accessories. Then you get the base and stuff on here. He first comes with this Mezco base. This is like a standard issue base. I really like how wide these are. I like and don't like how wide these are because they take up a lot of space. But you get the Amazing Spider-Man on, the base. Get the peg here, and this peg can actually pop out for this arm. So yeah, you pop it out by plugging in the, the arm, like from the bottom, then it'll pop out, and then you plug in the arm, and then there you go, you get yourself a flight stand. And I like Mezco flight stands. They're very sturdy. You can see this is articulated. It can rotate. It has a hinge joint, and then the clamp, and this clamp can actually come off. And speaking of the clamp, you have this other arm here that you can actually attach to the clamp right here, like so. And then it has this peg, so you can put in this spider sense effect on here for the figure, which is really cool. This spider sense effect came with another tray, came with the figure, but that is cool. It would have been cooler if it came with like a little, if the head actually was attached to this, but still cool nonetheless. Then you get this web shield accessory. It's painted really nicely with this nice pearlescent white. Get the loops on the end. You can just slide it through the arm. Looks awesome. Then you get this spider logo base. It's supposed to look like the spider symbol. It's like this rubber, and you can just slap it down like that, or you can put it onto a wall. It would have been cool if you could like put this on a wall or something, but this is a cool accessory. And then finally on the tray, it comes with this baggie for the accessories. I don't like to use the bag. I just put everything that it's not in use back in the box. So, yeah. But it's cool. Then the figure comes with these 2 batteries and this little tool to turn on the lights. One of the heads have a light up feature, and I will install these later. But the figure also comes with instructions to use the accessories, which is really cool. So I will have to refer to this in a bit. Starting off with the second tray, you get this nice, really long web line. Well, it's not that long. It's just like a medium length. And it's cool. You can put this in the hand. It's not bendy wire. This one isn't bendy wire, but it's cool. You can use it for swinging. Then you get this extra long one, which is bendable. I won't, unbend it right now, but I'll just bend a little piece. See, it is bendy wire right there. This whole thing is bendy wire, which is cool. I do like that. Then you get this web lasso, which is also really cool. It's got this like loop on the end. You can put it around a figure or something. It's got this smaller loop at the other end for it to go around the wrist peg, which is really cool. Then you get this short web strand, which is also really cool. I like this one a lot. I might have to use this one a lot for posing or display, which is cool. It would have been cool if you came with 2, because, these, a lot of people would really use these with both hands. He also comes with the mask that, that's taken off. He can hold it in his hand, which is really cool. Nice wrinkles and paint on this guy. And then he comes with, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spider tracers, which are really cool. And I'm not taking them out for, for convenience sake. I don't want to lose these, and plus I'm never going to use these, so these are just going to stay in this little tray. And then he comes with Here is 8 interchangeable hands. He does come with a pair of fists, which are on the figure. And this is a lot of hands. This is awesome. Again, I'm keeping these in here for right now, but you will see these in use later in the video. Then you get this web accessory, which, the box says a web slingshot, which is really cool. You can have some, cool poses with this. But you can see these have these 4 hooks, which work in conjunction with this accessory. This is the web parachute. You just hook these hooks onto the corners of the web parachute, like so. And then, yeah, you get like a completed web parachute, which is really cool. That's a very classic Spider-Man thing to do. See, I think that's really cool. And you can also use it as a hammock if you really wanted to. I think that's also a fun option. And then on to the final tray, he comes with a web splat that can go over a head sculpt. Just, grabbing a random Marvel Legend here. See how that works? That is really cool. He comes with this awesome little newspaper, which is awesome. As you can see, it has some actual, words on it that you can read. Spider-Man's identity is still a mystery. It does not want to focus on this tiny little thing. Let's kind of try and focus. There you go. It's really cool. It does have 2 sides, so I really do like this. He also comes with a web backpack, and another classic Spider-Man accessory. You just loop the arms through here, which is really cool. I do like this. Then he comes with this camera and then 2 straps for him. These are different. He has a more longer, like a neck rest here, and here's like a more shorter one. So that is cool. You just plug these into the side of the camera. You see these little holes here. I don't know if you can see them, but there are these tiny holes. You just plug them into the side like so. Then lastly, he comes with this accessory. This is the Spider Tracer Retriever. It's cool. Don't really care for it. Probably will never use this again, and I am very scared to drop this thing. I don't want to drop this into the carpet because it most likely will get lost. Now on to my favorite accessories. We have the heads. He comes with this head on, out of the package, which looks really nice. This is very Steve Ditko inspired. We can, pop this off. These heads are very easy to pop off. Then he comes with this, head with the more wider eyes. This is definitely more John Romita Sr. style, and I do like that. I prefer my Spider-Man with wider eyes, so this looks nice. Then he comes with this awesome half Peter Parker, half Spider-Man head, replicating the spider sense, which is really cool and very classic. That is awesome. I really do like that. I like how he has that more alert facial expression on the Peter Parker face, which is really cool. And then he comes with this unmasked Peter Parker head, the fully unmasked version. And then he comes with this pair of glasses that you can put over the face, to complete that classic Peter Parker look. You gotta hook the glasses around the ears. I kind of wish the glasses were sculpted onto the figure. I can't really get it to stay. They don't want to stay up. And lastly, he comes with another head with the wide eyes, but these ones light up. So I haven't put the batteries in yet. I'll do that in just a minute. This is a cool head. As you can see, you get the light up feature, the switch down there. You gotta pop the head off somehow, or the peg out. And I'll get the hang of this in just a minute, and I'll show you how the light up feature works. Alright, so I got the batteries in there. It is much harder than you think, so be careful. It was really hard for me to do that, but I got the batteries in there, and I'm gonna shut off some of these lights right now. My window is open, so you're gonna get more light. I might have to close the blinds, but here we go. Here's the switch. It is currently switched off. You use this tool to switch them on, and then there we go. And his eyes are lighting up, and that is really cool. That is awesome. Just look at that. Just pop the head on. That's awesome. I think that's really cool. I'm getting the lights back on and, the normal head back on there. I gotta say, this figure looks awesome. I really do like it. These figures, the Mezco figures, they, come on cloth bodies. They come with cloth suits, so it's really cool. You can see the blue parts of, the stretchy material, which is really cool. I do like that. And the red parts are more like this kind of, not really leather, but it's like a faux leather. It's not pleather, but it's a really nice material. I really do like it. So, but when you're posing these, do be careful. You don't want to stress out the cloth or rip anything. And I will do articulations, but I will be very, very kind of like sensitive with it. So I won't try and push it to its limits. But yeah, this is cool. This is what I think when I think of Spider-Man. Well, actually, I think of more wider eyes than this, but this is a classic, Steve Ditko Spider-Man, especially with that head. Look at that logo on the chest. It looks awesome. This is just a really cool looking Spider-Man. I really do like this figure. Could this be the best Spider-Man figure that we've gotten so far? We'll have to see. But yeah, this is awesome. I really do like the look at this. On the back, you get that spider logo. Again, just very simple. There's not really much for me to say here. It's just Spider-Man. It's just perfectly Spider-Man. I mean, it's really cool. This is an awesome suit, and it's just really cool to see like this classic Spider-Man with all these accessories and just this awesome suit. Just really liking this a lot. The only things that are plastic on this figure that are, outside of the body, are the head and neck, the wrist and the hands, and then the boots and the feet. Those are the only, plastic parts on this figure, and that is, really cool. Moving on to the articulation, all the heads are on dumbbell joints. Well, I don't think the light up head's on a dumbbell joint. I think that could just be a pulp egg, but they are on dumbbell joints, and the neck can also move, so the head can look up that much, can look down. You get some really good tilt and all the way around. And also the neck can move as well, but it's kind of tight. You can rotate it. You can move it up and down just a bit. And like I said, I'm going to be kind of, a little careful with this articulation. So moving the shoulders up, it can move up that high. I don't want to try and move it up higher, but that's pretty good. They can move down, and then they can rotate, forward and back. Of course, you're not going to get a full 360, but you're going to get a good amount of range. You do get a bicep swivel. I'm pretty sure these are double jointed. Oh, yeah, that's a double jointed elbow. That's a really good bend. And then we're used to these wrist balls. These are definitely, McFarlane style, so you can move it, hinge it up and down. You can also, hinge it side to side, and they also do rotate. Of course, it can crunch down that much, it can crunch back that much, which is really good. Do get some tilt and rotation, but again, I'm just trying to be careful with the cloth here. You can spread out that wide, which is, wow, really good. I really do like that spread on him. And he gets like really good upper thigh, rotation, which is really surprising to see for these figures. I'm just used to not having much when it comes to my McFarlane figures, but you get a lot of rotation up here, so that's nice to see. Like, can kick forward that much, can kick back that much. Double jointed knees with a really good bend on it. Boot rotation, I tried. There's no boot rotation on either boot, but the ankles can move down that much. They can move up. You do have rotation at the ankle, and then some ankle pivot. Measuring Spider-Man out, he comes to around 6¼ inches tall. And then putting him next to another Mezco Spider-Man that I own. Here we have the, Homecoming Spider-Man. And that, the Homecoming Spider-Man is one of my favorite Mezco figures that I own. So it's really going to be hard to see which one I like better. I also might want to do a face-off between these two. I don't know, because that would be a really fun face-off. Putting him next to some other Mezco figures, we have the PX Previews exclusive Supreme Knight Batman, and then the X-Force Wolverine. This was my first Mezco figure ever. And then here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Here we have the Renew Your Vows version, and as you can see, Mezco does skew a little small, so that's just them, that's just their scale. So, and here's Spider-Man up on the rotating base, and I gotta say, this figure is awesome. I really did enjoy it a lot. It's probably one of the best feeling Mezco figures I've ever played with. I don't usually get Mezco figures. I love Mezco. I still gotta get that Superman. I really gotta get that Superman at some point. But this is a really fun Mezco figure. I really enjoyed it. This definitely beats out, the Spider-Man Homecoming figure. I love that figure still, but this one's awesome. This one just has the more accessories, the more, playability, and the fabric allows you to stretch, a little more so you can get him. He's a little more posable, which I think is really cool. That light up head is really cool. This half, spider sense head is really cool. I just can't say, enough about this figure. It's really fun. I did things a little out of order. I usually take my pictures after my video. But I did the pictures before the outro, and I had to stop myself because I was having a lot of fun posing this figure around. You'll see the photos in just a bit, but yeah, this figure is so much fun. There's a lot of playability with this guy, and if you can get this figure, which I highly recommend you do, you'll love it. This is definitely a figure meant for the Spider-Man fan. But, Mezco, they're a high-end figure, company, so they're a little bit pricey. I got this figure for BBTS for like $125. So, yeah, these figures are a little pricey. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review because I really enjoyed this figure, and it's such a fun Spider-Man figure. Probably one of the best Spider-Man figures I've ever played with. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed this figure. If you did like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.